Welcome to Zen-Dragon, the place to better yourself through martial arts. Today's video is about self-defense, and an important aspect of self-defense is how to defend yourself on the ground. Now, when it comes to self-defense, I would strongly advise you to not go to the ground unless you absolutely have to. But we can't control the outcome always, so you may end up on the ground. Now, if I'm down on the ground, the reason for not going here down on the ground is, first of all, it's way more difficult to get up and move away. And you always want to run away if you have that option. The other thing is, because it's more difficult to move, it becomes more dangerous if there are other opponents. Like if someone runs in to kick or stomp you, it's way more difficult to be down here. Whereas if you're up here, then you can always move away. In certain situations, you might want to bring the opponent to the ground, because if the opponent is lying down, then you have more time to run away. In this video, I'm going to go over some techniques to get up from the ground and escape, and also some techniques, or rather some principles for how to bring your opponent to the ground. Okay, so I'm on the ground and my opponent is in the worst possible position, also known as the mount position in ground fighting. Now first of all, he can hit me, like this. To avoid this thing, I want to bring him close to me, because then there's less power. But I don't want to move up, because then he can just push me down to the ground, which could cause me to lose my life actually. So what I want is to bring him close to me, like this. Now next, I want to push up with my hip to surprise him, like this. And then I want to hook, preferably with my weaker hand, and grab a hold perhaps of my shirt. And then I'm going to use the other side, my leg, to push off the ground and roll with my opponent. Perhaps I can move away now, and if not, I'm just going to deliver an elbow and then move away. Now, there's also another option. Same position. This one requires flexibility. But if you're able to bring your leg up like this, and if it's not leaning too much forward and you're able to it, then you can simply bring your leg down and escape that way. Perhaps you can push off of them. If you really need to, there's the groin you can strike for, and then you have plenty of time to move. Alright, now a lot of times when you're in this position with someone on top of you, people will turn around instinctively not to be hit in the face. Try mounting. From this position, it's all about bringing your knees up fast and explosively up to your chest. So you bring the opponent forward. Now, if it lands like this, then you want to hook whichever arm you can grab a hold of, push off like before with the opposite side. And as you roll down, keep your chin down so he can't choke you. Strike for whatever you can hit and escape. Alright? So that's how you escape from the ground. Now some techniques on how you can bring your opponent to the ground so you have plenty of time to move away. Okay, so now for some principles for bringing your opponent to the ground. And I have my opponent here. Now, what you want to do before trying to wrestle someone to the ground is you want to have him off balance. Some ways to bring a person off balance. If you can control the shoulders, you can control the situation. Because if you, for instance, pull one shoulder forward and the other backwards, like this, then you can bring him out of balance. You can sort of feel as soon as he's unstable, that's when you want to bring him down. Another time, perhaps you can do like this and he's expecting it, then you can move up to the neck. Same principle, bring the head backwards, and just, you can actually feel it just when it is out of balance. Now, when you want to drop him, let's move just a little bit in here. You have him off balance. You can either do like a push to this part of the leg where it bends, or you can do like a direct strike. Like this, want to bring him out of balance. This. And as soon as you bring him down, then follow down in a low stance, because that way if he grabs you, then you won't fall forward and you have control of the situation. Okay, so this is very simple to use because it doesn't matter if you're doing it with this hand or this hand. Just remember, bring either the shoulder back or the head back, then you can bring him down. Now, another option is if you're perhaps striking low and you're in a low position, then it's pretty easy to grab his leg and lift it up. Yeah, sometimes that will be enough. Try once more. Now, if you can't have him off balance enough to drop him, then you just kick the leg he's standing on. And it's important to do a good kick. So either this one, you'll have to strike hard. I don't want to do that with my opponent. So instead, I will use this one. Then I won't hurt him. And when you have the opponent down, if it's a self-defense situation, just look around you for options to escape and then leave. And when you do this, when you go down, be careful. It's best to do it if you're already close, because if you're close, even if he goes for a knee, then it won't hit as hard as if he has room to really bring up the knee. So, and make sure to hit him beforehand so he's distracted and won't just think of bringing his knee up as you do this.